What is going on, everybody out there in the world? Today we've got a very interesting topic. Generally, I don't like to go too negative, but I think we always end up getting into those situations where we're going to be a little upset about some of the things that we get in that the figure world. There's so many made, and we collect so much, and like I said, there's just so much going on that we overhype ourselves, and it ends up kind of biting us in the backside. um it's kind of a funny, I guess it's just a kind of a funny topic, really, kind of to go. I'm going to try really hard not to have this turning into like a bash the company kind of thing, because I don't think there's been one company out there that has just made nothing but bad, disappointing figures. And disappointing is pretty, I don't know, I guess it's pretty relative whenever it comes down to trying to figure out, everybody's tastes. One for me is, one big one for me is like the as McFarlane figures. And it's not really a disappointing in the fact that all these figures are terrible, yada yada. That's not true. In fact, I wouldn't put my work and effort into something uh, to make them better if I didn't like the figure, right out of the gate. But I think it's the scale. Like, the scale for McFarlane figures for me is like just, oh my gosh, it's just weird, I guess, because like, maybe it's the change of the scale, because, and it's not going to fit in with figures. I know there's always been this big, one of the biggest, I guess, complaints or arguments or stuff like that has always been like, well, does it fit in with Legends? How does it scale with Legends? How does it scale with Legends? Because Marvel Legends obviously was something that took off pretty early on, I want to say, and we just, we just kind of accepted that that was it. That's what we utilized to be our main collection, right? Um, and so different scales start coming in, and I don't know. I wouldn't say those companies tend to fail, because obviously McFarlane has done phenomenal with his line, and not to mention, it's also one of those things where they pump out so much. When you pump out so many figures and have them become so accessible, it's easy to collect. It's just easy to collect. Not only are they affordable, they're accessible, and those are two of the biggest, I mean, and obviously selection. So there's three big options there that you, I think, have to have in order to have a successful line. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about some good and some bad and some disappointing. Um, I have no idea where my crew is. Well, there's one. I got one. I got one guy in there. What's up, Chrisman? How
Hello,
are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm I'm fighting a sinus congestion right now, but I'm doing what I can. I'm definitely doing what I can. I
I
was
thought the stream, I thought the stream would be later.
Oh no, yeah, it's I'm trying to stay on schedule as best as I can. I was just running a little behind. Mm. But anyways, yeah, so there has been, I was just kind of throwing out a little intro there, talking about some of the, how I don't want this to turn into a bash the company kind of intro. Yeah, just smashing the company. But I was saying, like, one of the disappointments that I think I have is the McFarlane toys figure, and it's not because, like,
Everything.
it's not because of everything, because there's some that I like, but I think it was the scale that threw me off from the very beginning. Yeah,
I
that's
understand that.
it. With all that being said, one of the biggest disappointing, like the biggest disappointments as far as figures go, is the McFarlane figure for me, and it's the Build a Figure, um oh gosh, Cyborg. Man, because I had to not only you can't buy it right off the bat, right? You have to wait. So they put out one figure at a time, pardon, and hopefully you find them, which generally they're pretty simple to find. So there is that. That's a plus. But then when I got it in, I was just like, man, like I know I just got done saying this is a giant scale, right? 7 inches is
Yeah.
it's just huge compared to everything we're so used to in that standard 6 inch scale. And man, I got this thing in, and this figure, I'm not sure where he's at now, which that if that doesn't tell you anything. Like I was like, man, I guess I'll mod this thing. It's a monster. It's just a giant figure, which I don't know what I expected. I guess that's maybe, like I said, disappointment's on me.
Just imagine if it was even the artist proof. Like everything
Oh
is
man.
painted, just one limb, like a massive leg is in complete gray.
What what's funny is like, man, I wish I should have got it out. Maybe I could find it in a minute. But it is. It's like basically just one color plastic. Like the whole thing. It's not like the artist proof, but it's like that marbleized
Ah, okay.
the stuff that
At,
yeah.
at
It's
least
almost
it's metallic. At least it's metallic. Just imagine it's just plain gray.
oh dude, you want to talk about disappointment. I remember I ordered it was like 2 or 3 Swamp Thing figures, and every time they came in, they were the artist proof. I was like, "This isn't what I want." Like, I think I had to find it in
Yeah,
store.
that was concrete thing.
It was just like such I was so upset. Every time I
This is
remember
so stupid.
I wish I had
Oh,
a
that is
camera inside the box. That's what they need is a little camera inside the packaging when you open it up, and I was just like, "Dude, the look the look on
like
my
this,
face."
like this.
Man, after 2, I was like, "What the f" that was like I was, like, mad. I was like, "God, dude." I was like, "Do I just what do I have to do to it? I'm not gonna paint this thing. I'm not doing it."
Yeah,
And some people, I guess,
they
just
should
wanna do that.
they should sell the stuff separately instead of like having it all randomized.
I don't understand who wants that. Like, who
Guys
wants
that
to
want to guys that want to customize or just have it like I'm sure there's a couple of people that like to appreciate the sculpt.
well, no,
Um,
yeah, no, I understand that, but who wants it random?
yeah, that's the thing.
I'm like,
I'd say sell it separately. You have the normal ones and the artist proof ones instead of having it random.
yeah, could you imagine, like, buying a car and it showing up, like, just primered? And you're like,
It's just the mechanical parts, no
"This is not what I
housing.
this isn't what I wanted at all. It's
Man,
not what I wanted at all."
is this Lego or something? What is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, here, you finish the job. Also, this cost is the same amount as the one that had paint on it. So,
So stupid.
I was like, "I don't like this at all."
Thank you,
Um
McFarlane.
just got a hold of me. I was like, "Man, I don't yeah, I really hate the random nature of that stuff. That bothered me." And like I said, I was in Target and found one. I was like, "There he is finally." Got him. And then even then I got him home and I was like, "This is a pretty nice one." Like that's the Swamp Thing's actually pretty good. That's one
Yeah,
thing I
yeah.
know that I'm usually in for a positive experience with a McFarlane figure is whenever it's a big like a larger figure at most of the time when it's supposed to be a larger figure. Yeah. Yeah, I think I said that right. Um, so what have been some of your experiences? So let's delve into that trauma a little
So
bit of some
one
disappointment
thing,
figures.
one figure that instantly comes to mind is the SH Figure Arts PS4 Spider-Man.
Ooh,
Man,
what was the problems with that?
the biggest problems is the bicep. There's no bicep swivel, or just a hidden one. And as
Oh,
everyone collecting knows, hidden bicep swivel is for the devil. Like it is crazy how there's good hidden um bicep swivel and there's bad, and pretty much all of the SH guards bicep swivel I've experienced so far is super bad, super doo doo. So having a Spider-Man that can't really hit,
Oh
look at
man,
this. They
is
can't
it?
really hit the arm poses necessary for swinging or for thwipping is crazy.
Oh no,
And
that
then you
bicep is rough, man. I'm looking at that right now. That's pretty
then you
terrible.
have um the usual SH figure art string tanga over there
Mm,
at the crotch, having
mm-hmm.
the butt flaps.
Man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. That's what's stopped me actually now from collecting any of the and
Yeah.
luckily, it's like, I guess it hasn't been all it's not all SHF figures,
Oh no, no. I mean,
but
especially like sometimes you can see if you look at the whole SH figure arts line what their favorites are, especially like I get it, especially in the Japanese IPs.
mhm,
It's from their own from their own blood, so to speak. So like it's understandable, but sometimes you're alone. Okay, that's high effort, like good price, high effort, and this is
yeah.
and that one is high price, low effort. Nope.
I said, "Nope."
Like the SH figure, it's Infinity War Hulk
Mhm,
ha is in general it's a good figure, but
mhm.
also has the hidden bicep swivel, and man, he's just over there with the other Marvel figures, standing there looking angry
Just
as always.
just big
Just
in the background.
yeah.
Dude,
Mm,
so one that comes to mind, like, the first thing I thought of, like, immediately, the first thing that I thought of, let me see if I actually downloaded this photo so I could pop him up here, is who did this? Uh,
Oh.
this this video game Punisher, what is that? Is that I don't even know the name, The Revenger, and, man, I don't know if you could see, but on the side, it literally says "artistic interpretation" on the very
Yeah,
left side of that.
that's
Dude,
how they
that figure did not come out looking like that. I actually so me and Corey from Casting Cave actually did a side by like we both opened ours at the same time. There's a video of this and it's on the channel. And I want to say like I think I'm in self-doubt. I need to watch it again because I know when I was like, okay, the guns, the effects, even the articulation are good. The head was really actually pretty good. It's the only one you get, which was really weird. It has this kind of a scowling face, but I was like,
mhm,
it's not bad. Like the look of it was really detailed. It
yeah.
almost looked like a mini Hot Toys, and I'm willing to say that, but the outfit, dude, oh my god, the outfit was like pantyhose. It was straight up pantyhose.
Stripper Frank, what's up?
Dude, you could see through. It was sheer. You could see all the way through it.
Damn.
And I was like, "Man, this sucks." Like, and I got rid of it. I literally
Yeah.
got rid of it. Probably got nothing for it. I can't even remember. I traded it into like a local I think it was like a local shop or whatever and
Mhm.
I didn't even care. I just wanted it out of my out of my life.
I still remember that that the body once the suit is removed looks pretty weird. I would
Oh, does
say
it?
I would say it looks when you look at the body, it would remind me of that weird Toy Biz, like the ones last year, I think last or 2023 or 2022 was like a articulation scheme cursing through the internet
Uh-huh.
by a Toy Biz number two, so to
Mhm.
speak.
Yeah.
It was CGI and was very weird, super bubbly, and it kind of reminded me of that figure. And god damn, I
It kind of throws you off a little bit where you're like,
yeah.
who thought this was a good idea?
Man,
It,
that thing is not even real, and it's disappointing. You
yeah,
can
dude.
see it's not real. It's just not. It won't be.
It's not even real and it's disappointing. God, that's rough. That's probably that's pretty harsh.
Oh
That's
yeah.
pretty harsh. Yeah, I like
I mean, but at least mhm,
I was gonna say Andre here said some of the best memories he has of his childhood was the art blocks, the figure, the articulation, card bio or a trading card, play sets, vehicles, figures, cases, and stand bases. So the scale is important. Yeah, and I think that's interesting too because it's like I feel like there's I don't know like I feel like if I don't know how to collect 12-inch figures. Like I mean I have a few. You know, it's like oh I like
Mhm.
these a lot, but I was like
Same.
I don't know how you could. I don't know. I guess because if you really like to pose up your figures and whatnot, I guess you can with 12-inch. I don't know what it is about 12-inch that just throws me off.
I mean, 12-inch is very realistic. It's
Yeah.
usually high quality.
Mhm.
Like Hot Toys does some high quality. Sometimes they
There's been a
uh
there's been a few hit or misses there.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Often it's the design that doesn't lend for good posing.
Mhm.
Um, and sometimes just it's probably mainly the look. A lot of people say you buy Hot Toys for the looks,
Yeah.
but there's some I have I have a couple of Hot Toys, and there's some Hot Toys that can articulate well.
Mhm.
It just has to it just has to be engineered well. Um and not be Spider-Man 2099 from the Across the Spider-Verse movie that Hot Toys got bullied by fans
Oh,
to make
no.
to put a suit on. I can see that. That's clearly disappointing.
Oh, why? I'm trying to oh, man. Yeah, so I
maybe
guess that's
maybe maybe we are not too too afraid um of cuts, articulation cuts, because we deal with
yeah,
them all the time.
right.
But that Spider-Man 2099 without the suit would have been probably the best articulated Spider-Man they ever made, or would ever would
Yeah.
have made. But
Yeah,
now
and I
it's
mean
just
and the look I mean, you gosh, you have to at least I don't know,
yeah.
if that would've been cool if they would've given an option. I know that's not
Oh yeah.
something that they could really do, but I bet you anything that one would have probably sold like
Yep.
crazy. Like you said, like, just it would fit the look. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Now with the suit, it kind of looks like The Rock cosplaying as Miguel.
well, so it's funny you say that too. Like, I noticed that Mezco just put out or just revealed their Miles Morales, and I'm not I don't know. I don't it's like the head to me
Yeah.
from that I don't know. I guess because it's animated,
The
the
thousand
head
yard stare.
you dude, yeah, there's something the head and the body. I don't know, man. I guess I'm probably being hypocritical about this because for some reason I look at my Mafex figures or my Sentinel
Mhm.
figures, and if I've added a cloth coat or if they came with a cloth coat, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
But like for some reason that whole suit, there's something I don't know what it is, man.
I
Something
gotta
weird about
say,
it.
I gotta say personally, I prefer um normal Spider-Man figures without the cloth.
Mhm.
Just like Mafex does it, or like Medicom does it.
Yeah.
Instead of the fully clothed Spider Folk,
Right.
because so far there has not been a super well articulated Spider-Man with cloth. So
Right.
maybe a third party company does it, which would be pretty cool because that's probably a lot more accessible than than Mesco. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. I think for me it's like I guess with like a Spider-Man figure, like you want to get him in the craziest poses
yeah,
and the stuff like when Mezco drops, like they almost always have, I'd say 95%, if not, they have like the vinyl, like there's like
mhm,
those vinyl pieces, and I'm like, that is just screaming to rip off or tear or bend or stretch, and then it's just a mess at that point. I don't know how you're supposed to. I don't know. You made a bodysuit for a Flash, correct? Am I
yeah.
wrong?
It's up here. It's all cloth.
Right.
Just the yellow pieces, pretty much, are uh, resin, either normal or flexible resin.
And see that makes sense to me because there's like what some around like the calf, maybe around your
Yeah,
forearm here, and then
around the arm,
your a
some a
belt.
bit of lightning. Around the belt is some softer
That's
resin.
fine. Like
Yeah,
that's not gonna get. It's not
there's no detail on the suit per se.
that's gonna get
It's
bent.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think that's the trick, especially a lot of times when Mezco goes into it and they man, there's been some I'm trying to think of like a few of the Mezcos that have been that's you want to talk about the good, the bad, and the disappointing.
Mhm.
You want to talk about like there's no, there's nothing worse. There was nothing worse for me than getting in. I don't know what it is, and surely they could see this by now. Is the size of the heads on Mezco figures have gotten so freaking big. You know,
There's a pretty funny post by the man Flashpoint Customs.
mhm,
Shout out to him.
yeah,
He did a
phenomenal.
he. It seems like he played or is playing the demo for Dragon's Dogma 2. If there's
Mm,
even a demo, I don't know. Anyways,
mhm,
the character creation, he put made the head of his character bigger and posted the story like, this is what Mesco figure looks like.
mm.
That was
That's
like
like
big head.
perfect, right? Just a big old
Yeah.
head. You know what I've noticed though? I've noticed this with Mezco, the heads are proportionate when they have the neck attached to the head.
Yeah.
The Frank from The Punisher,
This
the
is weird.
Ghostbuster figures, but I don't
Mhm.
like the Joker, but I don't like when the neck is attached to the head.
And for me, it kind of depends on the character. For Spider-Man,
Mhm.
that's an absolute no-go. But certain figures, like the Muff Toys, James Bond or James John, as I like to call him,
Yeah,
um,
Bames John.
he has a neck head situation,
Mhm.
but it kind of fits. He's not like swinging around New York or something. So
Yeah.
it kind of depends. It depends on the figure. Like Joker, maybe it's all right, but Frank the Punisher having a neck attached to the like a conjoint a
Yeah.
thing. It's no.
Yeah. Would
He
you
should
would
be.
you, would you mind showing off your Flash figure?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no
Hang
problem.
tight.
Just a minute.
Yeah. This is worth this is definitely worth seeing. Like Chrisman's he goes by Chrisman Customs for a reason. Let's go full screen with this.
There you go.
That looks so good. Where's the head from? Did you print that as well?
Yeah, it's I think his name is Toyman Customs on CG Trader, but I'd have to look that up.
Okay.
But he has amazing head sculpts for super low prices. So if anybody wants like good files,
Mhm.
that's the guy you want to buy from.
Well, there you go. Look at that. There's your Flash. Done deal. Done deal. Yeah, I love that. That's actually one of the characters that I'm missing for my shelf. I've actually been pretty happy with most of the Mezco Justice League figures that I've gotten. Like I lucked out with Aquaman,
Hmm.
thankfully.
Yeah, me too.
He came out good. I've got I bought the Ascending Knight Batman, which is one of the first got one of the earliest Batmans that I remember, and he's
Hmm.
probably still in the box. I think I've taken him out maybe once. Yeah, just in case I wanted to make sure I had my whole Justice League put up
Yep.
before that. I've got a John Stewart, which I like. The Wonder Woman was cool, and I never got the Flash because I want to say the Flash was one of the first ones to drop, and I wasn't into Mezco at the time. And I don't know if I
Mhm.
regret not getting that, if I'm just waiting for something better to come along, or what, at this point. But that one's really
Maybe
nice.
maybe Mesco makes a 2.0
Maybe, yeah, that's what I'm
or
I'm, I'm hoping.
or a third party
Yeah.
company. Maybe So Toys graces us with a 112 line because
Oh,
their
imagine,
figures are amazing. They look
imagine.
incredible. If
Yeah,
they'd make them at 112, they would be literally printing money.
be amazing. We'll see what happens. I hope so. I see Kairos here said those Mezco turtles are looking good.
Yep.
I missed out. Yeah. I so that is the that's a funny one. So that's one of those things where I am super pleasantly surprised where that came from. Like I think sometimes I'm even and I'm sure I'm not the only one like this, but when you're such a fan of something, you'll buy or pre-order something, even if it's expensive,
Hmm.
because you kind of blindly love that line, like that character. And I was like, all right,
Yep.
Mezco Turtles. let's go. And people, I saw a lot, obviously people are people. They're always going to complain. That's very popular these days, especially with the internet. That's just an easy way to do it. And it was a lot of, well, what are they going to do with soft goods for the turtles? And my retort to that was, who the F cares? I just want like really good turtle figures. And then I
Yeah.
was like, we'll probably I was wondering, are we going to get bands or maybe some soft goods which they didn't do that, which probably in the long run is better.
Yep.
But they did the soft good kind of pieces on their,
Yeah. The belts.
yeah. And did you see? I believe I actually watched a review because I was getting
Mhm.
like just wanted to see
Nervous.
it.
Of course.
And
Of course.
so
Yeah.
my wife and I watched Darius's review, which we've known him forever, and it was kind of fun to sit back and kind of watch a review of his because haven't talked to him in a minute.
Hmm.
Anyways, watching that and seeing that they put the elastic pieces in the belt under the belt so that the leather piece, the faux leather, whether it isn't going to stretch out. I thought
Oh.
that was super clever. Yeah, so they've got like a little like this inlay of like elastic. So when you
Hmm.
slide it up over the belt, that keeps it in place, and so
Nice.
it doesn't stretch out. I was like, that's smart. That's what I like to see. And then of course they put like some capes and a cool jacket for Mikey and stuff like that. But those were figures I was worried about because it's no secret that the promo photos for a lot of the Mezco figures, which I don't know why they do this, they should stop doing this, are heavily photoshopped.
Yep.
And
And not
it's
even good
obvious.
Photoshop. You can clearly see, like, if there's a figure holding something in the hand, okay, that hand is not on that, or okay, those arms are not gonna be crossing like that.
That that's the worst. Like to tell me I'm gonna be able to do my like pose my thing like this,
Mm.
and man, come on.
Sometimes
Like
you just know,
you just
like
know.
from
Yeah.
experience.
So I was like, all right, but either way, I mean, I won't lie, those sets have been really nice. They've been good. It sucks to like be sold like if somebody bought spent if somebody spent $400 in hopes of like, yeah, I want those arms crossed. Uh,
Yeah.
that's a pretty
Sorry,
expensive
bro.
venture. Yeah, like finally, $400 is what's gonna. I was like, you could have spent way less if you wanted a thing with his arms crossed at some point. But yeah, that is definitely one of those situations.
I mean,
Um,
it's I find
yep,
it crazy that the turtles come double jointed, their limbs.
yep. I don't
Like,
think they
damn.
have butterfly joints.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah. That one really
you gotta
hurt.
you gotta you gotta sometimes you gotta.
No. Yeah, what's funny though. You know what does have a butterfly joint?
Hmm?
The best action Ninja Turtles. And it's kind of funny because they flip flop for me. For that one, I bought I bought the first Donatello they made. Big, big fat disappointment. Big fat disappointment on that thing. I think I might actually have it back over here. I need to show that one off because
Yeah, I understand that.
I have to find him. Oh, here he is. He's in the back.
Let me try find one figure for the
Here we go.
disappointment.
Oh man, everything about this is rough. Let's see. Here I'll
Yep.
swap over to a different camera here. We'll oh, actually, I can show off. I can actually do two cams. Extra camera, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
That's why we pay
Camera
the big
Kimbo.
bucks.
As if.
So it's like not it's like from the outside looking in, it doesn't look
Yeah, it
terrible,
looks. It looks. I mean,
but
kind of
like
plain, but
I hate that it's
ooh,
like purple all the way through.
damn.
So yeah. So when you bend that and
And
then
you just know by looking at like looking at that will not bend.
yeah, and
Super
this
far.
knee, that's as far as this knee goes.
No.
That's it. And then you've got like this. I think there was like there might have been an alternate piece back here for this. I'm not sure if there was or not. I can't remember, but it's
That's
just
weird.
like I don't know, man. I guess there's worse figures out there, but this thing is just. I know
I
Dave's.
mean, it's a ninja. Come on, you got to move right.
Yeah, it's very. It feels and looks. I won't lie. It looks cheap. Like the eyes. I don't know if it probably won't come up on screen, but like the eyes almost look like the white was painted once, so it's kind of
Oof.
purplish underneath,
Yeah.
and
He's on lean.
yeah, and then you get well. This isn't the right. This isn't. This is actually a custom head, but from just looking at this compared to this, let's see if I can get these in there. Put them around the right side, the right way. Like it's like night and
Yeah.
day to me. Like the amount of effort and sculpt and work that went into this. I get what they're going for with this figure, but still, like I don't know. They both have the butterfly joints though actually work on this one, while as they've got a real bad issue here with the best action figures where the sculpt actually gets caught on
Hmm.
the hard plastic here. So if you bend it forward, I think then bend it might work, but I don't know. They're kind of pointless. They don't really do much.
Yeah.
So there's that, which is kind of disappointing, kind of sad.
One thing, one figure also that comes to my mind, and disappointment wise, is this guy, the Bring Arts kind of stylized Thor.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait. Really?
to me, yeah, it's
Why? I
yeah.
think that's the one I've got. I love that figure.
I don't know.
What do you mean you
Uh,
don't know?
it doesn't spark joy, right?
It does.
To me,
Oh, I mean, you know what? It's we're all different.
how could you?
You say the time's supposed to heal you. Like so sad. I actually ended up buying him and the Captain America. I love the Captain America, but there's sometimes that I just love like a crazy stylized figure. I'm really surprised that you don't like that figure.
Yeah,
I
it's
like him a
I don't
lot.
know.
I really dig that one.
I
There's
mean,
only been one, right?
but
There's only one of those figures, right?
yeah, there's. I mean, the design is nice, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just maybe it's just mine.
What's the problem you're having with it?
Uh, I would like him to hold his axe further up, but he can't. You can't.
Oh, let me see if
It's
I've got one
maybe
laid out.
it's nitpicky, but
Well, I mean, but it's your figure. You paid for it, you know.
yeah,
Uh, I don't know where I put mine. I think I might have put him in another
in the
shelf.
trash.
No, did he
I
come?
mean,
Did he come with those like? They look cool, but they feel super cheap effects. The blue lightning.
I don't know anymore. I'd have to look where I got the accessories. To be honest, I don't know.
I thought it was him that.
The cape was weird. It's just it's just like just a curtain.
Well, you could get a better cape, but you shouldn't have
Yeah,
to, right?
yeah. I'm not.
Yeah.
I won't be paying more for that.
No, it's not worth it to you. I will say the
The
fighting
Iron
armor.
the Iron Spider looks good,
Well, you say
but
he looks good. Do you have him?
no.
So you don't know if he's good
Maybe
or
it's the
not.
same. Maybe I'm like,
I'm trying to see like
but that's design wise, like just coloring wise. That's also a thing. Why
yeah.
not have him red gold? Instead, he looks like Spider Man, like Spider Man suit as armor. But
Mm,
Iron Spider is his own unique suit. You know,
yeah.
it's red and gold. Have some
It's easy.
flourishes to it, but it's the same as the MCU.
Yeah.
Like the Mafex Iron Spider I have is
Hmm.
great.
Right.
Like figure wise, it's great, but design wise, they pooped all over it. They just took like the Stark suit, put a metallic filter over it, and that's it.
And that was it.
Yeah,
I think I've got this cap nearby that I could grab. I don't know where I really don't know where the Thor is. It's not in the trash.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive it's not in the garbage. I love that figure.
Maybe it's on Sakar.
Maybe he's on
On
Sakar.
Sakar, the trash planet.
That's not a man. Yeah, this is the cap. I love this thing. He's like so chunky and like just got like a cool look to him. Everything about like I like the fact too that there's like so much die cast in him as well.
I mean, they haven't made more. Like, so far, it's only been Thor, Iron Man, Iron Spider, or like Spider Man, and Captain America. That's it.
Yeah, that's kind of where they maybe they weren't selling very well. Look at this. I like the one thing that I love about this though is that it's like instead of brown they went with black
Yeah.
for his like the straps and stuff like that, and I just thought that added something to him too. I love this figure. They're really fun to pose.
I
I
mean,
don't know. I found
maybe I
them
would
fun.
like him in Captain America more than Thor, but I
Man, I
guess we'll
really
never
like the
know.
Thor. I got that Thor in. I had to somebody I want to say he broke the handle to the hammer. And so I had to go in and fix it, and I loved it so much that I ended up buying one for myself. Like, I think the same thing happened with Cap. Somebody sent me those like to fix, and I got them, and I was like, "Dang!" I was like, "I really like these figures, but that's all right though.
I
You don't
mean,
have to like
a
everything."
cool thing, you can combine the hammer and the axe. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you have to be.
But,
So that's something I noticed I had to mod was that peg.
hmm
Like to in order to do that, I think that might have been what broke. He tried to put, and it was just a little too tight. A
Oh, okay.
little too tight. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna make sure I do that whenever I get mine in. I think what to kind of flip the script a little bit. What's a figure that I don't know? You seem smarter than me. Do you ever buy a figure that you're like thinking you might be disappointed by, and you get it in, and you're like, oh man, or maybe not like that you think you're gonna disappoint. I don't. I guess I wouldn't buy a figure that I'm like, ugh, I hate that
hmm
figure. Because even now, like, especially the older I get, the more I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a figure now just to complete a team if that figure
Yeah.
sucks. Like, if it looks like
Maybe
crap, I'm not
maybe
doing it.
a good wording would be a figure where the expectations are low,
Yes,
but they totally exceed it.
yes, there you go.
I would say the like for me a good example would be the Marvel Legends classic Ultron,
Hmm.
because that's all around a very good figure.
Yes, it is.
Like,
I agree.
has all the articulation cuts and points that it needs. Even has a like a lower boot swivel
Which you have to
that I
have.
love. Yeah, it has the Kirby crackle. Maybe it also has the Kirby cackle
Yeah,
if it was
dude.
alive.
I won't lie. That is a really nice one. I ended up grabbing that one as well. I'm trying to collect all of the characters as much as I
Mhm.
can from the Avengers arcade game, and gotta have Ultron.
Of
But
course.
yeah, that Kirby Crackle's nice. That's a
I
very
mean, he's
nice touch.
also like, I don't know if they like have him up there. Um, I don't know if it's completely painted or casted in that silver, like
Hmm.
in the silver plastic, but it looks like all around
Yeah.
smooth finish.
Hmm.
Like no, like I strongly believe it's painted. There's no like marbleizing
Hmm.
thingy. It looks just all around a very.
Yeah, because
They succeeded
sometimes
in that.
yeah, sometimes you'll notice that right off the bat that it's like
Mhm.
that marbleization that they put in some figures. Sometimes it really works. They
Yep.
started going nuts with it for a while. I was like, man, and it was breaking. That stuff breaks so easy, especially on the figures that what was it? I want to say it was like the Beetle, and it was that they used the same legs and I think most of the body for an Ultron as well. Do you remember that? He had
Yep.
like bubbles on his legs or something, like those
Yep. Yep.
big
Yep. Yep. Yep.
knots. I was
It's
like,
is it that
ugh.
ah, okay, yeah.
So
I
there was
think
that, and then there was the male legs, as in like Black Knight with the chainmail legs.
yeah.
And then what was it, a King Cobra or I think that's his name. You know what I'm talking about, one of the
um
snake men.
and classic Marvel Legends Green Goblin. also
Yep.
had marbleized
Mhm.
green
And,
legs.
Hobgoblin had blue. I don't know if it was marbleized, but he had the same,
Yeah, the
and
same
that stuff
chainmail.
was dude, that stuff was breaking. Just break, 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 break. You wanna talk about disappointing, but, that stuff I think going back to what we were to a more positive note, the one that, I don't think I had low expectations, but I don't think I had any, really expectations, just kind of like I was collecting all the Ninja Turtle stuff.
Mhm.
The Pizza Monsters. Oh my god. They're so good, man. They're so good. I'd bought, and I even had bought 2. I was like, "I want 2 of those. That'd be fun, to have, like, my little, arcade setup or whatever. They come out of the water
Mhm.
and they fight or whatever." And those figures are so good. They took me back to one of my favorite figures, which I still have on my shelf, and it's the vampire Batman from Mattel.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Man, I think he's on my shelf. If I've got him, I have to show him off for
Does it have like a blocky hip
uh,
situation?
yes, kind of.
Oof.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So, this was near this was near the end of their run, I wanna say. It was getting pretty close. So this one actually has he's got, like, the single knees, but
Yeah.
he had the double elbows, which I thought was awesome. I had
Kind of looks like Pizza Spidey.
dude, this figure I had so much fun with. Like, the fact the sculpt is so good. You could just this, man, like, he's going insane all the time. He's even got, like, articulated little wings in the back, which I just thought were funny. But just not being a giant Batman fan, I everything about this brings me joy, and I think it's probably for the wrong reasons, but it's just really funny
It's
to
like
think of,
with
like, Batman
it's like
losing
with
his
trash
mind, turning
movies.
into a vampire.
It's like with trash movies. So bad they're so good.
Yeah, that's what it's funny, it's like, every time you hear that something, it's like, "Well, this movie didn't do very good, but since then, it's developed sort of a cult following," which always means it's like, "Man, that movie wasn't good."
In 10 years, everyone is gonna rave about Morbius and saying how underrated it was, how hated it was.
That's like they do with the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I'm like, "It's not good." The story's
Yeah,
really good, like the first one, not the new awesome one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's like
Mhm.
I was
I
like,
mean,
"Man."
I probably have a same situation with the first Ghost Rider movie. The second Ghost Rider movie is a bit rough, but the first one is fun. To me, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't as I don't think that's as bad as most people put it. I mean, Blackheart was I love the actor, but that was I don't know, man, that just felt like limited budget.
I mean, Nicolas Cage is always fun.
Yeah, always.
So
Yeah.
I would have, like in hindsight, this may be a sacrilege to a lot of people, but I would have really liked it if Nicolas Cage would have played Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk.
Oh, man.
That would have been so fun.
He would have been
Like
nuts, dude. He would have been
nothing,
actually yeah.
nothing against Keanu
Keanu?
Reeves is an amazing guy.
Yeah.
He has done some super good movies, but sometimes it just
He's
it
just
seems like he slurs. Not like he slurs, but he just drags on with
he's
the
too
words.
relaxed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
just too
just
relaxed.
we gotta
Yeah.
take down the
"Hey, we're gonna
regime.
go take them down, and so I'm gonna go up the" Yeah, I know, it's funny that you said that. I just started over Cyberpunk not too long ago because 'cause I've never got to go all the way through it. I had to keep stopping. I was like, "Let's let the updates go." You are
Hmm.
so right. Like, Nicolas Cage would have killed it.
Yeah,
He would have absolutely killed it in that because there's the moments where, like, you're fighting with whatever, and he's supposed to be tough and crazy or stuff like that, but
yeah, and
he sounded so I've never heard somebody
so
a
bored.
terrorist attack so calm.
Yeah,
No
man,
problem.
like he would have like the crazy
Cage.
stuff to Johnny Silverhand would have been so well met
Mhm.
with the acting style of Nicolas Cage.
Right.
Just imagine him with a goatee and long hair.
Yeah,
That would and a metallic arm. That would have been.
dude. Yeah, and maybe you know what? That's what we need. We need to find out like he had like like a brother. He's just Nicky Silverhand. I mean, you got to admit,
Okay, maybe, or maybe call him Nicholas Fence.
Nicholas Bach. It's not. It's not Nicholas Aquarium.
Nicholas Gage.
Oh, Nick Gage. Nice. That's
He's
actually. I mean, if it's
engaged.
Gauge.
And like Gage, like like
Yeah,
a
there you go. Yeah, that's. I think if y'all are
Nicholas
listening,
Mage.
guys, let you know. Also, little shout out to my man Angus McQuaid. I got this super sick Dino tee on that he does metal dinos. It's really neat. I love this thing. This is a Dimetrodon. It's the best dinosaur. So
Would buy figures.
yeah, absolutely would buy figures of these. That's something. What is? That's something kind of funny too. I was going through it. Whenever is it more? The more expensive, the more you pay for a figure. Is that like the more disappointing you're gonna be? Like the more
I mean,
disappointed you're gonna be. Like
it certainly adds to it
it certainly
because
hurts more, doesn't it?
it's
It
like
certainly adds
you're
to it.
excited for a figure. You're like willing to pay that price, and then it comes to you, pull it out of the box, and you instantly know, damn,
Ooh,
this certainly it was a financial fail.
dude,
Like I don't know, Tiger King said it. I will never recover from this.
I
I
will
will never
never
financially
financially
recover from
recover
this.
from this. Yeah, dude. And then you know what the worst is like getting that too, and you're like, well, I could always resell it, make my money back, and then you're like,
And you're like,
everybody knows.
you look around internet, Instagram and stuff. It's like that scene from Ratatouille where the little chef opens the letter and I'm not gonna resell that. That's money gone.
Yeah, maybe. That's just money gone, man. That's so that I remember one of the it was an expensive disappointment, but I ended up making maybe a little more off of it. Was the I think it was the Black Skulls. Is that right
That's
from Mezco?
yeah. Black Skull
Yeah,
Brigade.
yeah, Black Skull Brigade. I got one of those in, and I was so
Ooh, okay.
disappointed in like the boots just didn't move.
Well, I have one. It's around here.
It was
I
really cool, and then I got to the boots, and I was like, "I hate this thing so much, like, I can't do anything with the boots."
The funny thing is, um, I was like, I got him. Everyone was talking about the boots and was like, okay, let me see. Maybe I can mod it. I just
I'm sure you could.
I heated them up, popped them out, popped
Mhm.
them back in, and they worked fine.
Really?
No modding needed. Just heating them up, just put
Just
them out,
movement?
put them just moving around, and that's it.
I couldn't get like I was like I saw a few different things that I could do with it, and I just didn't feel like messing with it. I was like, "I don't wanna mess with this thing." I just straight up didn't want to.
First of all, this jacket by Rebel 10 Customs.
Shout out to Rebel
Amazing.
10 Customs. Rebel 10's working on some stuff for me right now too.
Ooh.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
So the boot, normal angle, and this is like like this.
Mhm.
As far as I can get him back, and this is as far I can get him forward.
Does it, rotate at all? Does it twist? Is there an ankle
Yeah,
like a
a boot
pivot?
cut. There's yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't
like
I
with all the stuff I added to him,
Mhm.
like the jacket obviously,
Oh, yeah, it
and
looks
the head,
slick. Yeah.
like that those big green balls in his eyes, pun intended.
Dang it.
They just don't do it for me. It's
No.
just like the head is too big,
It's
even for
so
for
big,
the Ona
right?
piece. Um, and yeah, like
Yeah.
having having an like it's like a mythical, magical. Uh, I guess it's supposed to be a mask, so maybe it's kind of reasonable to assume that the
Mm,
head would be bigger, but that's kind of an explanation that Robo would say. Um,
yeah.
no offense, of course. I love
No, it
you,
doesn't. Yeah,
Robo.
you
I
could
love
you.
you.
Yeah,
You look great.
I could literally hear him being like, "So I guess you can kind of, yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
mask.
know.
It's a mask.
It's a mask, right?" Yeah, I can hear him saying that. Yeah, that's funny.
But like this, like I have him. I love him, but it's
Yeah.
like a same situation as the Thor by Bring Arts.
Hmm.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Not to mention too that you went through and modded that figure out, and you're like, all right,
What kind of?
you clearly had like plans, like this is what I'm gonna do with this thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like instantly knew I gotta give him a new head because
dude, that's like so. One of the figures that I got, I don't know if he's up there. No, he's not. It's there's a the Tony Stark in the cave.
Mhm.
So man, we ended up calling him Antonio Starco because he
SHF
look, huh? Yeah,
SHF.
SHF. Yeah, he looks
Uh,
Spanish. He looks
man,
so,
that's
dude. The
it's so funny.
figure, the,
Like the skin is like more caramel, you'd say.
yes,
Man,
yeah,
that's so funny because I recently got like it's not SHF. I recently got the Mafex Mando 2.0.
mhm,
Good figure.
okay,
Um, and that skin tone is too light for Pedro Pascal.
wow,
If you take like some pigments, like some melanin from that Tony Stark to put on them in that
yeah,
Mando,
dude,
would look
that
better. Like the face, sculpt wise and print wise, it's great. Like you see, okay, that's Pedro Pascal. Can you kind of see I forgot his full name is Josh that was in the FNAF movie. He
oh,
also was in
the kid from Hunger Games,
yeah,
Pita,
yeah. If you look straight at him, you'll kind of and then
that's funny.
you have that meme
Hutchins,
that hmm?
is it Hutchins? Josh Hutchins?
Maybe,
We know we
but
I
you know
know,
what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean.
But I mean, he kind of looks like that. It's a mix of both. But you can see, I definitely can see him in Pedro Pascal, and like on also SHF Spider-Man 2099, the
Hmm.
promo pictures. Holy moly, that was chalk white. That skin tone was chalk white. There was
Well,
no melanin.
he's
Holy
he's a vampire, isn't
yeah. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that.
he?
But
Yeah,
gladly they touched up the skin tone. Now he looks Mexican, which is great.
yeah. I got
No,
man, I got I
not trying to say that the Japanese people are. But
he's like, yeah.
sometimes it kind of shows. You know, not saying
Dude.
anything, but sometimes it kind of shows.
Yeah, couple we've had a couple of Miles Morales mishaps where I'm like, I don't think that's the right skin tone. I don't know
Kilometer.
about that.
He looks. He kind of looks more like kilometer.
Was it
Kilometer
the
Morales.
was it the Mofex or the I can't remember if it was Mofex or it's probably Mofex where he was like or SHF. I man, I've got all three of them and I can't remember. He looks like the blood has been drained from his body. The Miles. I was
I don't
like,
know.
he's gray. He's like his face
I
is
also don't know.
gray. I was like,
Unfortunately I don't have the Across the Spider Verse Miles from SH Guards. Um, and all the mice I have, are black enough.
I think I've just got the Into the Spider Verse. I don't have the Across ones yet.
By SHF.
Didn't Into the Spider Verse? Didn't they do? Was
No.
it not SHF, Sentinel, and Mofex?
Medicom and Sentinel made him, but
Okay, okay. Then I
as
must
far
have
as
one
I
of the
know,
two.
like I kind of have
I forget
not
which
to
ones I
brag,
have.
probably kind of weird flex, but I have like an extensive knowledge of SH guards for some reason because
That's funny. That makes sense. I think it
I
might be.
am that guy.
I think I might be thinking of the Mofex one then. Yeah, it must be Mofex because he's just like drained from his like the blood's drained from his face. I was like, man, what happened here?
Maybe that was Miguel that just sucked
Yeah,
him
you
off.
hadn't even met him yet. Doesn't even make
Yeah,
sense.
but he sucked him off, you know.
Oh no, God no. We'll be right back. Yeah, cut, cut.
Cut
We'll be
that!
right
Cut
back.
that! Cut! Cut!
We'll be
Cut!
right back. God, no, that's too much. No. Uh, I will say, talking about things that I wasn't sure where it would go, and I'm extremely excited for is the new Fallout show coming.
Yeah, that looks
Oh
good.
my goodness.
I gotta say the there's been a good amount of time I haven't played for Fallout 4, so
Mhm.
I don't know all the NPC type names. I don't
Well,
Ghoul,
this looks
the
this
Ghoul,
looks yeah.
the Ghoul kind of looks like to me kind of looks like Ryan Reynolds, but I know he isn't there.
What?
But if you look, yeah, he kind of looks like Ryan Reynolds. Maybe it's the missing nose, but I don't know. I get Ryan Reynolds vibes from that face.
No.
But
No.
it looks good. It looks great.
No. Dude, it looks so good, man. What's up, Rocker Josh? My man. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Always appreciate you. Always out there rocking around. All the issue topics you say, I have them. I thought I was so picky. You're not. You're not alone. You're not
No,
alone. You're
there's
not alone in the
a lot of
collector
people.
world.
Mhm.
Trust me. There's like so much. I feel like as collectors, we really do pick things apart. But I mean, I think that I guess that's the voice of the consumer that we have. We're out here. We're like we talked about it. We're spending our money on things, and especially if we're there's nothing worse than whenever the promo pics look like something and then you get sold something else. That's one thing I was like I'm not trying to call Mezco out. I'm not here to do something stupid like that, but it's like it really does it's super weird to have photoshopped promo photos. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
something that's really strange to me like and it's so
that's
obvious. Maybe
it's
it's I don't know.
it's bordering on false advertisement. I
Oh, absolutely.
would say.
Yeah. It's very strange. I don't know.
Like I'm happy for all everyone that pre-ordered the um uh, the turtles by Mesco because those look really good. I
Yes,
gotta
I'm
say,
thankful
as
for
much
that.
as I like to bash Mesco for the stuff they do, you gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
It came out great. But and I hope the same happens to the Miles. But he kind of looks like a Bandy figure, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing I have left from Mezco right now, I thought the turtles were it for me. The only thing I have left right now on pre-order is Dick Tracy, which I'm, if he's got a big old head, that's all right.
Who's that again? Is that with the yellow suit or?
Yellow trench coat, yellow hat, old
Ah,
noir
okay. Ah, okay.
detective.
Nice, nice.
Hmm.
He kind of looks like an animated like the face looks kind of
Yeah,
like an animated Bruce Wayne.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah,
because back,
it's
yeah,
a
'cause it's very
stereotypical '90s white man.
well, that's way earlier than that. More like
Oh,
1940s,
80s, 70s.
40s,
He probably
50s.
would fit him. He probably fit in into a pre-war, pre-nuke Fallout.
Oh, he does.
Um,
He kind of does look
diorama.
like the salesman.
Yeah, from Fallout 4.
Yeah,
Just imagine someone putting a new head like maybe it's a spoiler, but in Fallout 4 is so old, so
yeah,
whatever. The salesman, you can meet him after the nuke, and he's turned into a
yeah,
ghoul.
dude. He messed up bad.
Yeah, maybe someone adds like a head to it. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I think that the show is actually gonna take place. Me and my buddy were talking about this. It looks like it's on the West Coast, so disconnected from
Oh yeah, well,
because
why not?
there's vaults everywhere.
I
So
mean, why not? It's
I think it's
certainly
awesome.
a creative freedom.
That's what I like, and everything that I saw in there, I was like, "This is awesome!" Like, add that's actually what I wanted, which I can eat crow at this point, but that's what I wanted from The Last of Us. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't really want Joel and Ellie. I wanted something else taking place somewhere else,
Yep.
but they that was phenomenal. So
Yeah.
I just don't want to see. I can't.
Pedro Pascal
I don't want to go through that again.
Pedro Pascal keeps playing the daddy he is. That
And now
just
he's like, "Yeah, I'll be, Mr. Fantastic.
oh
No
yeah.
problem." I'm like, "I think you're a little too busy. You
Maybe he's
might be
not.
a little too busy."
Maybe he loves that too much. Maybe just
Get it while I say get it while it's good. But I mean, Pedro's just good, man. It's kind of a shame though. It would have been really cool to see him play Doctor Doom, I think.
yeah.
I
I
think he
mean,
would have
maybe
been
if
pretty great.
I've got to say, I would also like to see. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a fan of him, but Henry Cavill as Doom would be pretty cool as well, in my opinion.
I think he'd be fun. I'd like to see him play like a yeah, like that an intimidating villain would
He
be
can do that, man.
yeah.
Like I don't know if you watched Mission Impossible Fallout
I saw the part I think I
thing.
probably just saw the trailer. I saw like the fight scenes and him
He's in
swinging
there,
some punches were pretty
like
rough, man. I was like,
with that mustache.
mhm.
It suits him, of course. And like the way he just like even the
Yeah, the
promos and he reloads his bicep like his
right.
arms.
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude, that's scary.
He can play that.
Yeah, but I was like, maybe that's not maybe Doom isn't the role for him though. Maybe we need him to be somebody that's like Bane. Like somebody I'm like, oh my
I don't know.
god.
I
Like I'm
mean,
afraid of this guy.
I could also see him as Captain Britain,
Oh god, that's a dream cast though.
but we'll see. Maybe it's always the thing you never know. Of like people, when the Dark Knight by Nolan came out,
Mhm.
people were bashing um
Ledger?
on Heath Ledger, and he
Oh yeah.
killed it.
Mhm.
Not just the role.
That's rough.
Um, Also Robert Pattinson, everyone that hated on him for playing Batman before the movie came out, shame on you because he
Shame
killed
on you.
that. Like, goddamn, that's a great
Yeah.
movie. He's so good.
Well, I think
Um,
that's people jump to conclusions pretty
oh,
quick,
of course,
before even giving it a chance, which is pretty sad, but I understand people are like that, man. I mean, a
yeah,
lot of us,
it's
like, shoot
passion,
from the hip.
it's
We're
passion, and
yeah,
and I
passion.
think there's a good quote by Cavill that he said in one interview that
Mhm,
fans are kind of entitled, like not entitled, but they have the right to see
mhm.
their stuff they're passionate about done right, done with the respect it deserves. So it has in moderation. If people start sending death threats to people, like what are you doing? What are you doing? Come
Man,
on.
yeah. A lot of that happened with the Last of Us Part 2,
Yeah,
the
or
poor
oh,
voice
yeah,
actor.
it's the same lady that
Yeah.
voiced MJ in Spider-Man 2 and 1.
It's a lot of
I don't get that. I absolutely don't get that.
well,
Be mad,
that's why we're friends. Because you don't get that, and I don't get that. I was like, that's just,
be mad about something, but don't start sending people death threats. Like, holy moly, how deranged do you have to be to do that?
it does it yeah, it really puts you kinda like, when you stop and think about it, like, from our point perspective and looking at that, how far did you have to go to, like, actually type all that in,
Yeah,
think of it, type it in, hit enter, and then double down on it and be like, "Yes, that
yeah,
was I'm gonna threaten their kid because of a video game actor, like, thing that they did." Like, whoa,
crazy.
calm down, man, like, I don't know. People need to
We're
what's the
too far.
internet?
It's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep.
It's not that that's what I was always said. I was like, people were not ready for social media, and we still are not. Some of us, I think, handle it in a correct way, and others are like so connected so quickly, and there's
There's
no
some,
time to think about things. Nobody wants to like shut the screen or turn their phone off and think about it and be like,
yeah.
you know what? That sounds psychotic.
I mean,
Probably shouldn't do that.
it's
Hmm.
it's just a person on the internet, but you never know what they what those people are able or willing to do.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, and I'll go into this too. Like the Last of Us is easily just one of my I think it's one of the best and one of my favorite just series like video games I've ever played in my life. I think the fact that I think the reason why these these people, whatever you want to call them, were doing that was because it made them feel like that game actually made them feel something that they didn't
Mhm.
want to feel. And you know, sorry,
Maybe they weren't ready for a
any of
strong
them.
woman to
That's I,
see what a strong woman.
that's a big part. And so they immediately go to like making fun of her and stuff like that with the arms and whatnot. I was like, if that woman was real, which by the way, you're mad at something that's not.
Yeah,
Um, oh gosh, she'd punch a hole through your chest, dude.
just imagine that.
Dude, Abby was dope, man. I really, really loved that. I hated and loved it. I love whenever there's that turning point in the game, and I was sitting there, and it's like you see the story kind of starting to unfold there, and all of a sudden that camera's going to be behind her, and I was like, they're not going to make me do this. They're not going to make me play as her. They're not going to make me play. I was so mad. Wasn't like hating her, but I was like, obviously you're hating her at the moment, and for them to force you into their shoes, which is something that we cannot do in real life. You know what I mean? Like you
Mhm.
can't force somebody to see it from the other perspective, which I wish people would have to do that. It's almost like that way they know what the other side is thinking. But for them to do that was so brilliant, so smart, so fresh, so awesome.
I mean, it's
It's great.
kind of understandable
Mhm.
why she would do that because
Yeah,
I don't remember. I think Joel killed her father. So
unnecessarily too. Just walked in and was
yeah,
like, "Pop."
it was it
I
certainly
was like,
was
he's the
like
bad guy.
moral wise,
Yeah,
it certainly was egoistic choice by Joel to do
yeah.
that. Um,
It's interesting to
so
see the
it's kind
people
of
that.
understandable if you
Yeah,
look at it like if you look at it
yeah. I
from the
think
top.
if the and I hate saying it, but I think if the gender roles were reversed, there would have been more
Yeah.
cheering for the Abby character. It's just, unfortunately, but hopefully that's where I like the fact though that we do have to have those conversations now that these things are being made by like I think Neil Druckmann's like just how amazing is him and his team. Everything about him and his team
Mhm.
are great, but it's like for them to actually go forth with that and not go like this standard easy way out that just to break molds like that,
Yeah.
amazing. And it's like, yeah, you got to
Also,
play
it's
it
just a game.
or you don't, or you can go, I
Also,
guess,
it's
complain.
just a game.
It's just a game, but it does make
So
you feel.
I mean, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
Always for getting the feels in games, but
boy, they
at the
pull it
end,
out,
it's
don't they?
just it's virtual.
Mhm.
Maybe people just should
It is
calm
it is
down.
kind of interesting though because it definitely plays into the personalities. It's super funny whenever I can tell when a person I don't know. It's almost like the there's these specific topics. Like I can guarantee if a person didn't like Last of Us 2, if they just said I didn't like the game, I can almost willing to bet that they also don't like the newest Marvel films. They probably really don't like Brie Larson. They probably want to talk crap about She-Hulk. And it's all of that, it's all of the same stuff that falls into, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Like you can just kind of
it's
tell
a
where
it's
that's
a it's
going.
a it's a how do you say it? It's a rhythm. It's not a rhythm. It's like
Mm. Yeah.
it's a rhythm. They're
Yeah, it is a rhythm,
always the
definitely.
same. I know a guy that likes Brie Larson a lot. All right, and or yeah, you and Ori.
Yeah. What's up, Jesse? Check it out. I got dinosaurs on my shirt. Well, I know he's not a dinosaur, but it's kind of a dinosaur.
He's scaly.
You got a big old fin. He's playing the keys.
Yeah,
Playing the keys. Jurassic Jesse. Jesse knows what's going on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What we got here? Look at that.
purple gang gang.
Purple Gang Gang. Wow. Thank you.
He's right.
Okay. Well, let's calm down with that. That's really nice.
Stop.
You got to include Chrisman in that too. Crispin's
Thank you.
amazing. That's why I have these people around. There you go, Josh. It's just a game, fucker. Yeah, dude. You imagine some dude like get just play. I would love to see the living room cam on somebody playing The Last of Us 2 and getting upset about. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, just like.
I
Dang.
hate you. Like they're on the ground looking at the TV, and all like Anakin. I hate you.
No, I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it off. Turn off the
I
game.
paid $60 for that. I'm not playing that again.
I can't believe this. Okay,
Okay.
I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that trash. I'm like, it's
Man,
so good.
the developers already got my money, but I'm I'm not playing that.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm gonna go break the disc. I'd rather you just. You know
Whatever
what?
floats your boat, bro. Whatever floats your
You
bro.
should mail it to one of your enemies.
Yeah.
Never had the occasion to send him a fig. Oh yeah, you fixed an Ashley Wood bots for me once. Oh my gosh, those Ashley Wood figures. God, those are so. You know, it's so funny. That's so. I can get into that. For the longest time, I was not for the Ashley Wood stuff at all. Like I like
What's
the bots a lot,
what's
but
that? You
the
have a,
they all look dirty. They what was it?
like
They had like the
you have a picture?
yeah. Hang on, I can bring some up.
Oh,
Let's see here. So I don't know how to explain it. Like they're super stylized. They're very expensive as well. Um, I guess now maybe if you would have bought them at the time, they might not have been so expensive. You know, do you know the boxing Jesus? Like boxing JC? Have you seen him? No.
I think
Let
I
me see
don't
if I
know.
can get it. Here we go. Here we go. I'll let me share this right here. I can show you what I'm talking about. Present, share screen. The Underverse. You seen these?
Oh, I think I do.
Yeah,
Um,
so they
don't
run
they
from
make
like
don't they also make like figure a randomized can things? Like you have a can when there's a figure inside that. Kind of looks like that.
so I don't know if that's actually wood or not. I actually have some of those. I know what you're talking about. They do look like that.
Yeah,
But like
cartoony style.
yeah, so these let's see, they're more a lot the things I think of are more like this. And then they've got let's see if we've got more stuff in here if this is all they're showing.
They're certainly artistic. That's for sure.
Yeah, they have a style to them, but they also did like some of the bots that they did are really pretty cool.
Mhm.
Um they've got a so it's funny you bring that up. You can see the Damn Toys Cold Dog figs look
Yeah,
very much like these figures, which I love. And I used to give my friend Anthony trash for these things all the time. I was like, I don't like them because they look filthy. The whole point is they're set in like a post-apocalyptic world. So it makes
I mean,
sense.
did you? I don't know if it was you or if it was Jay, but someone did. Didn't you get that third party cyberpunk esque
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
figure? I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it also kind of looks like that,
Yes, he
doesn't it?
does. So now all of a sudden my tastes change. They just flipped one day and I'm like, yeah, these are really cool. Actually, I would love to get like the fighting. If I could ever find one of those fighting JCs for a good price, I would buy that. Where did I put that guy? I think I put him in here. Oh, yeah. This figure's dope, man. I love the stand.
One day you were like,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were chill like that.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Yeah,
But yeah.
he looks great.
Yeah, he looks really cool. I like that you can put the little disappointment in this figure is that
It's the head.
yep, head won't
It has
end up
like like a
neck
the
is
other head. The
attached.
second head is like the neck is,
Oh, really?
doesn't it?
Oh man, it does have it. I didn't check the neck. Hang on, I've got all the pieces right here.
Just
Is the
look
neck?
at how intensive.
Oh, you're right.
Look at how intensive he is.
Oh,
But it has a
Oh,
different expression.
I knew it had a different expression, but I was like, I didn't realize it had the neck twist on there. It'd
I
been
mean,
nice.
you could circumvent the expression if you want a natural look. If you put it like, I think he has like a cloth to put on around his
Yeah,
mouth
yeah.
and the goggles, so you can have that natural look.
That's all I
And it makes
wanted
sense to cover your face to
when
not
you're
get
driving.
everything in your face.
Yeah, yeah. This does make sense. Oh man, that's disappointment deleted. But 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 it would have been nice to have like the neck,
Yeah,
be
of course.
more
Mhm.
modular. Which part of me wants to do that to it, but I don't know. This thing was I guess it wasn't. This was like $100, which
Good price. I mean, from
for a
like the stuff he
vehicle,
includes.
it's actually gone up in price since. Apparently, he's like 140 now, I guess. But
Yeah.
still, for everything you get,
He has a base. He has a bike.
yeah, I love the
Yeah, damn. That looks like a mini Hot Toys stand.
yeah, it's just a little wire on there, and you just
Nice.
twist into that, and got a very cool look to it. It's got the sweet little shotgun pistol, little sawed
Yep.
off, I guess, which the shells come out of and everything. But
He kind of looks like he would fit good in a diorama with the V Toys Cyberpunk Robin.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, he would. Yeah,
I mean,
and it's
both
funny.
Cyberpunk.
Things well, luckily, Purple Gang brought this stuff up. Yeah, it's interesting. Like at my for some reason my taste changed at some point. I don't know where they went. I wouldn't go back and buy a lot of those old figures that they had though, because I was like, man, those look dirty. And I got them in hand, and I was like, they felt like so brittle. I felt bad, but the bots were super cool. There's one that I've still got that I've had for like, I'm not gonna lie, I've had for like a year. It's for a client trying to
It looked
fix
very
this thing,
interesting.
and it's a nightmare. But they've been very cool, so thank you. But yeah, they've got 1/6, and then they got 1/12 scale as well. And I wouldn't want the 1/12 or the one
Yeah.
six, but I'll do 1/12. Thanks. Oh, look at this. Oh man, Ori says, glad I got Ironhead Tony. He's rad. Need to find a vintage car for him to work on. Yeah, I wish I would have got that one as well. I got Jack, and then I got
Isn't
the super awesome these escaped convicts. They're really
isn't
awesome.
is the Ramen Toys working on like a Mad Max esque
Car?
car? Yeah.
Oh, is that like the
It's like the Hell Charger, just
yeah,
without the hell.
just the Charger.
They have a charger.
Just the just the heaven char just like a white car with like angel wings on it.
Oh,
It glows. You gotta
yeah.
press that.
And what drives it's Angel from X-Men. Oh no.
Yeah, you just like press a button and a Roman like Catholic choirs like start singing.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is nice.
It's just because an Angel didn't know. It just
Yeah.
plays the main theme for Halo.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is nice. This is a nice
Damn,
car.
you like Halo? What's Halo? Like the thing, like
Oh,
my logo? Yeah, yeah, I like.
yeah. You mean this? Let
No.
me straighten this on my head real quick. No, no. There we go.
Woo!
These goggles are dope. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I like that.
Like break.
Yeah, dude, I like the fact that you can get them on that side. It what one thing I did find disappointing in this figure is like, this is like how he has to like ride this thing.
Damn.
You
No
can't,
sitting. He can't relax.
yeah, like trying to, because his feet are supposed to be,
Yeah, and
here,
the seat is so far back.
so far back. Nobody could have their arm. Nobody. Well, you know what? A McFarlane figure could ride this.
Yeah, let's go.
The longest arms.
I mean,
Right?
it would have been cool if the seat, he presses a button and the seat pops up.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Something like that. Like just a little. Just have a little
There's a
bump in it.
It's like
Jesse.
what Halo?
What's Halo? It's all right. We're just a little joke, Jesse. Just a little joke.
It's a joke.
It's like, no, it's not funny. You can't joke about that. It's not funny.
You mean
Yeah,
Halo by Beyonce?
yeah, no, no. That's not the song. No, that's not what we're talking
Copyright strike.
about. Talk about like also like setting expectations low to the great like or great evolution Magikarp. Magikarp,
Always believe in yourself.
Always believe in yourself. Because one day, oh, I think I've got everything right. I don't know if I have a Magikarp.
Because one day, even you, the Magikarp, can transform into.
You could go from a
Gyarados?
little.
Yeah.
I wanna be the very best. This could be it. This could be you. So believe in yourself.
You could be a dragon-like fish.
A dragon like fish snake worm.
Yeah. There you go.
That's awesome.
It can either be blue or red.
Oh, you could be shiny. You could be shiny. Let that be known. That's awesome. Well, Chrisman, thank you so much for joining me today so we could talk about, stuff that's given us trauma.
Yeah.
Some
So
stuff
much
that's maybe
trauma. I need to visit them a psychiatrist to talk about them like the hurts.
the hurts,
The hurt.
all the hurts.
Everybody hurts.
Yeah, so for all you guys out there, I did want to throw up this real fast.
You want to throw up?
I want to throw up. I did want to throw up. This is my man Angus McQuaid Projects. You can go follow him. He's a really cool Australian designer. He's done some really cool stuff for
Australian designer.
Yep, Angus McQuaid. His name's Angus McQuaid. It's like one of the coolest names I think I've ever heard in my life. He did do this shirt. He did a couple of logos for me that are really, really cool. And just a big shout out for him right there. I do want to also throw out a big shout out to the CREWMARU patrons. Thank you guys so much. Esteban Barraza, Maximo Juarez, Jumpgate Customs, Creeper 13 Creations, Chrisman, who's here with us right now, Gurwall, Brian C. Williams, and Dave Wonder. Thank you very much. You can see that I used the mask there.
Yeah.
So my buddy Anthony actually printed that out for me. So I took a photo of it because it looked realistic, and I used it here as well.
Nice.
Same one. That's the magic of Photoshop, y'all.
What's his name? What's the actor's name again?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood could only dream of wearing that mask.
Yeah, I could only dream. Yeah, that was his that would be his I don't know, the good, the bad, and the better.
Maybe he wouldn't like it because he can smoke through it. So.
Oh, you know what's funny? I had the little cigar, his little cigarillo in there, and it looked stupid, so I took it out. No anymore. And even though we didn't have Creeper with us today or Esteban,
man, Esteban, you gotta get off the meds.
Keep that forever. But yeah, so thank you guys, and hope you learned something today. And remember that the impossible just takes a little longer. We'll see y'all later. Bye.